Good morning. Thank you for joining us on THV, streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Monday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Tracy Bean back with us. And look who's back with us. Ashley King is back in the house after a week of vacation.
My happy dance.
I want to say welcome back to Seattle, Arkansas. It has rained literally every single day and has not stopped.
And traffic did not behave.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
It was awful,
Ashley.
Ashley. I can attest. Poor Tracy.
Hopefully I can remember how to do this. It's always weird the Monday after vacation.
Well, the good news is we are seeing a little bit smaller volume. It's just that the roads were so wet that people were having a little trouble. So hopefully we'll keep that volume down for Ashley today. It's her first day back. Be gentle.
Yeah.
Drive safely.
Nice.
Yeah. Plus, it's going to be hot out there. Nobody wants to be on the side of the road when it's hot. So let's take a look outside. A beautiful sunrise. Ashley's got an even better one to come up here before long. But we're seeing those temperatures right around the 70s already this morning with 90% humidity. Welcome to June, friends. Calm winds out there, just out in the weather garden. Certainly a little muggy. Now, I have issued a weather impact alert for this heat that we're going to see later today. It's not anything we haven't seen before, but those highs today are going to be in the low 90s and our heat index values are going to be in the triple digits. So again, just a reminder as we're getting into this summer season, we are going to need to make sure we're drinking plenty of water, taking those breaks, and of course with pets and the kiddos and all of us outside, especially if you work outside, and making sure you just take a little extra time. Here's your day planner. I started at noon. You can see there's plenty of sunshine there, and even by 1 p.m. we're going to be at that triple digit mark, feeling like 100. But as we roll through the day, could be as high as 103, and then you'll notice we're starting to see some rain push in. Now, some of these storms could be a bit strong to severe. It's very low risk. So again, just some more water. Of course, the ground has hopefully recovered just a little bit from what we got last week. By the way, Ashley, a lot of rain last week, and we're going to start to see maybe this being a bit more beneficial, of course, to our drought condition. But here is the severe weather risk that we are watching, mainly looking again at that 2 out of 5, that slight concern off to the far northeast, but most of the state, again, marginal risks. But we'll talk more about this and, of course, all that heat coming up.
Well, it is a beautiful morning here in Arkansas. We're starting out with this gorgeous sunrise, looking over the Arkansas River, and very light traffic right now, as you heard Tracy say just a few minutes ago. So hopefully it will stay that way. This is a look at central Arkansas, and we're seeing green everywhere, so no issues on our roads so far. We'll check it again coming up here in just a bit.
New this morning, the U.S. military says it carried out strikes on 3 Iranian drone radar and command sites over the weekend as tensions between Washington and Tehran continue to escalate. Overnight, Iran claimed it launched a retaliatory attack on an American base, while Kuwait reported intercepting missiles and drones that entered its airspace. The Pentagon says the strikes were a response to what it called aggressive Iranian actions, including the shoot-down of a U.S. drone operating over international waters. The defense officials say no American service members were injured. Meanwhile, President Trump says Iran still wants to reach a deal with the U.S.
We're close to a very good deal, and if we can make it good, otherwise we just start up with the Department of War.
It will be a open strait, a toll-free strait that the entire world can use, which is the way that it should be.
CBS News reports the president has made changes to a proposed peace agreement as negotiations continue, with key issues including Iran's enriched uranium stockpile and the Strait of Hormuz.
Clashes over immigrations and customs enforcement in Newark, New Jersey led to anger and growing tension. The mayor put in place a partial curfew following a new round of violence this weekend between protesters and police outside of an ICE detention center. ICE says it has since resumed allowing family visitation at the facility, shutting it down during the unrest. Bradley Blackburn explains more.
9 p.m. The curfew is now in effect.
Police in Newark, New Jersey announced the start of a curfew Sunday night and minutes later began enforcing it with riot gear and officers on horseback. The curfew zone stretches for a half-mile radius around an ICE detention facility and comes after more than a week of intense protest and clashes with police that were at times violent.
This was a rubber bullet, which they're saying they weren't shooting, but they obviously were.
It's the latest flashpoint over immigration enforcement that has sparked protests and conflict around the country. In New Jersey, immigration advocates say detainees have held a week-long hunger strike over poor living conditions, claims echoed by Democratic politicians who visited last week.
Very often there are maggots in the food. The medical condition, no matter what the problem is, The only thing they get is Tylenol.
DHS denies those claims and says, quote, false smears are inciting violent riots outside the facility.
Last night, we saw masked individuals attack the barrier, taking aggressive, dangerous actions against Newark and New Jersey State Police.
New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill says violent agitators are taking focus away from people inside.
I will ensure public safety, and I refuse to give ICE an excuse to surge into our communities. That would make the situation more dangerous and put more New Jerseyans at risk.
Newark's mayor says the curfew will run nightly from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and stay in place until further notice. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
New Jersey's governor confirms regular visitation hours for families has resumed, with DHS saying visitation was, quote, only suspended because of violent riots and is allowed again now that there's a secure perimeter. Developing this morning, a deadly bus crash kills 5 people, leaving 44 others hurt on Interstate 95 in Virginia. Police say the bus driver is charged with involuntary manslaughter after investigators say he was speeding before triggering a multi-vehicle chain reaction crash. The bus was carrying passengers from New York City to Charlotte when it happened. The NTSB and state police are investigating.
New numbers from the state show online sports betting is surging here in Arkansas, and national sportsbook partnerships appear to be driving much of the growth. The very latest report shows a major shift in which casinos are leading the online market. Oaklawn Casino in Hot Springs took in a record $52 million in online sports bets in April, its first full month partnering with FanDuel. That more than triples the amount of online wagers Oaklawn reported during the same month last year, and moves it ahead of Saracen Casino in Pine Bluff. Now, Saracen, which does not have a national sportsbook partner, saw its online sports betting handle fall to about $13 million.
Bet Saracen is an Arkansas-built product, built by Arkansans for Arkansans to bet on. We even market it that way. We don't bring in out-of-state celebrities. We don't push folks from other places down your throat all over Instagram and television.
Meanwhile, Southland Casino's partnership with DraftKings helped boost sports betting activity, though the casino reported a loss in that category after aggressive free play promotions. Now, despite that, Southland continued to lead the state in overall gambling revenue.
New information from the Department of Human Services this morning. DHS is requiring all summer EBT recipients to reset the PINs linked to their cards after benefits were stolen by out-of-state scammers. Recipients can reset their PIN by calling the EBT hotline or through the state's summer EBT website. DHS says cards will not work until a new PIN is set. And they also remind families that DHS will never call, text, or email to ask for PIN information. Any such contact should be treated as a scam and reported. DHS is urging families to protect their PIN numbers to help prevent future theft.
The countdown is on for the first Buc-ee's in Arkansas, and with the Benton location set to open on August 17th, the company is now looking to hire hundreds of workers.
In fact, a 3-day hiring event will run July 7th through the 9th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. Openings include cashiers, deli and food service staff, grocery associates, and maintenance workers.
Pay ranges from $20 to $25 an hour, and full-time employees can qualify for benefits, including health coverage, a 401k match, paid time off, and weekly pay. Interviews will be held at the Embassy Suites here in Little Rock, not at the Benton store site. So for applicants that are selected through the online process, make sure you go to the Embassy Suites in Little Rock.
And now let's check in with meteorologist Tracy Bean. We're watching that thermometer start to climb.
Yeah, the mercury is certainly going to climb today. It's June 1st, and it's going to feel like summer today. We are looking at our hour-by-hour forecast here. Plenty of sunshine for us all. Look at that high today, right around 93. But we've issued this weather impact alert again, just because it's going to be the first of the season where we're going to see these heat index values of 100 degrees plus. So making sure you're remembering that heat safety for yourself, for the kiddos outside playing, for the pets outside out there, and especially if you're going to be out there working, because again, it'll sneak up on you pretty quickly. Take those breaks. Now, as we're heading into the evening hours, we do have the potential for some severe weather, very light marginal risk for a majority of the state, mainly looking at hail and winds. But overall, again, not necessarily a lot to talk about, but the good news is we are going to see temperatures getting a little bit better as we're heading into midweek.
And still no issue with our traffic this morning. I can't even talk. It is so weird coming back the Monday after you've been off for a week. You're like, how does this all work again? What does this little thing do? But yeah, the Monday after is difficult. But this Monday is looking pretty good. We don't really have any issues on our roads. We have a beautiful sunrise here downtown Little Rock, as you can see. It looks like Interstate 630 is pretty clear right now. And looking at our live traffic map, we don't really have any issues either. Looking at all green roads right now.